Hello and welcome to Fanteam Focus. My name is Rhys, and coming up on today's show, I'm going to be talking you through my wildcard draft for game week 5. The button has been pressed this week. I have actually done it. It's not like last week where Saturday morning David convinced me that maybe it wasn't the right move. He actually told me that Ronaldo was a bad option, but we'll talk more about that later. So today I've gone ahead and I've activated it and I've picked my perfect wildcard team. I'm going to talk to you about it. I'll go from goalkeeper to striker, why I've picked the players that I've picked, and why potentially I think they're going to be excellent. So if you do like the video, please hit the like button, hit subscribe if you are new, and let me show you my team. Okay, so no messing about. Here's my full team on the screen for you. We've got Sanchez in goal. Now what I like about Sanchez is A, his price, right? B, the fact that Brighton do have good defensive numbers, especially if you look at last season. Now this season is a bit of a small sample size. They're not doing too bad. They're not doing outstandingly like they did last season, but at 4.5 million he represents the cheapest goalkeeper you can buy essentially, and he's only being outperformed by the likes of Rhys at Brentford, whose fixtures definitely do take a bit of a turn now. So I'm happy to keep Sanchez in there at 4.5 million. Not a problem at all. Then we got Trent at 7.6 million at fullback. Listen, we know all about Trent in terms of going forward and attacking. He's getting point after point after point in this game and in the official FPL game. Liverpool, the defensive numbers have got better as well this season by the look of it. Van Dijk has had a stabilizing effect on the team, and at 7.6 million, although he is very, very expensive, I think he offers great value in the defense there. And what do I mean by that? Well, there's a difference between cost and value, right? Yes, he's the most expensive defender in the game, but also if he's delivering you an average of like 7.6 points per game as well, that's great value, right? You'd take that off any player in your team. So Trent is a no-brainer. I think Rhys James is in the same category as Trent, to be honest with you. 5.5 million is excellent value as well. I think he can attack, he can defend. I think Chelsea are an elite team and an elite defense, and it wouldn't surprise me to see Rhys James outscoring Trent, and that is my hot take for today. Marçal 4.5 million and Semedo at 4.5 million as well. These Wolves fullbacks really are doing bits, right? In that game last week, they were so far advanced on that pitch. Semedo nearly scored a hat-trick. He was having so many touches in the box. And that price on both of them, 4.5 million, I think you just can't look anywhere else at 4.5 million for your defence at the moment. And they've got decent fixtures coming up too. Moving on to the midfield then, Salah is my boy. I can't see him going anywhere under almost any circumstance. He's got the captain's armband this week, 12.7 million. Listen, we could talk about Salah till the cows come home, but he's such a great option for fantasy because the amount of shots that he takes, he's such a selfish person, the amount of goals that he scores, obviously he's on penalties for Liverpool, which gives him that edge over the likes of Mane and Jota. Talking about Jota, 7.5 million, he's made his way into my team as well, with Firmino still out by the look of it, and I'm going to have to kind of brush up on this closer towards the deadline as well. Jota will play at centre forward, I'm sure, and again at that price, playing up front for Liverpool, who are one of the best attacking teams in the league, it's a no-brainer, right? And that brings me on to Torres, 7 million. How much more do we need to see from Torres? How many more times do we need to see him start in the number 9 role for City before we go out and buy him in our teams? I've taken the plunge. Listen, he might get replaced by, I think the likes of Sterling are definitely waiting in the wings, Phil Foden, etc. as well. But for me, Torres, I'm willing to take that chance at 7 million. And Mason Mount, 7 million. I just think he's so underpriced in Fanteam. Chelsea's fixtures, though, are quite difficult for the next two. I mean, Tottenham, you could say, probably quite easy. Sorry, Callum. But then they got Man City, so it's a difficult couple of fixtures. But then after that, the fixtures turn massively and they have a hugely exciting run. And 7 million for one of their talismen, you could definitely say Mason Mount is a talisman for them. I think is a no-brainer. Talking about talisman, the talisman for Chelsea now, I think without exception, is Romelu Lukaku. He comes in 10.6 million. Surprised by his price, to be honest with you. Surprised. I think it's too low. 10.6 million for Lukaku, the talisman for Chelsea. We know how good they are in defence, but they're also very good at attack, and make no mistake about it. And Mason Mount and Rhys James will be feeding a lot of balls into Lukaku, and he knows how to score, trust me. Talking about someone else who knows how to score, Cristiano Ronaldo is in the team. That's right, I've gone for the Ronaldo and Lukaku double up. It's a lot easier to do than in Fanteam than it is in, say, the official FPL game, for example, because I think they've got the pricing just so much more kind of flexible for people to kind of go in different ways. So I've got the Ronaldo and Lukaku double up front. I don't think it's affected the rest of my team too much. I think it's going to be points central. Ronaldo, again, he's basically Salah, but just like a little bit of an older version and a better player, to be honest with you. In terms of FPL points, though, he's basically like, I think he's in the Salah tier now. So you captain in him almost every week, and between Salah and Ronaldo, you've surely got your captains covered for the foreseeable future, depending on fixtures. But listen, these are two very, very good players. Looking at the bench then, Woodman, 4.0 million. He's the only 4.0 million goalkeeper who's been playing, as far as I can see. Fanteam have got him down as red here, which means he might not play the next game, so it looks like one of the other goalkeepers may be coming back to fitness. So that's something to keep an eye on, but for me, I don't really want to be relying on my substitute goalkeeper to be playing. He would be 4 million no matter who he is. Hurst has survived it. Hurst, first on my bench, has survived the cull of the wildcard, which is surprising. The reason he has is because when you get down to the nitty-gritty of it, there's just not that same value in, say, a £6 million forward than there is in a £6 million defender or a £6 million midfielder. So by that logic, if you drop your striker down to 4 million and invest that money elsewhere in your team, I think it offers a lot more value. Duffy then at 4.3 million. It looks like he's going to keep his place now. Webster's injured, great attacking threat from corners, etc. I think he's a steal at 4.3 million, and 4.5 million for Allen I think is very good as well. He's going to be a 90-minute guy for Everton who may win their fair share of games, and he's going to rack up those points slowly but surely. Let me know what you think of my team in the comments below. Do hit the like button if you've enjoyed the video, and make sure you check out our stream on Saturday because they are always fun too. Head on over to the website if you want more Fanteam articles covering a whole load of different Fanteam situations. And thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.